There is no doubt that the oil resource has played the most significant role in Nigeria's economic development. The cost of fuel pump increased from 87 naira per litre as of December 2015 to 165.77 by December 2021, showing an increase of 90.54%. This is according to the fuel pump price per litre average data from the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited became the sole importer of petrol in Nigeria in 2016 after the federal government introduced the price modulation mechanism, which saw the pump price of the commodity rise. A few months after the hike in May 2016, the value of crude oil in the international market soared, while the value of Nigeria's currency, the naira, fell to almost 500 naira per dollar, from about 197 to the dollar. This affected the landing cost of petrol, which rose steeply, and the country, not willing to hike the pump price of the commodity, again soon returned to subsidizing the product. The NNPC said that fuel subsidy gulped 306 billion naira, in 2015, and in 2021, 1.43 trillion naira. Although there was no record of under-recovery in January 2022, fuel price, however, rose from 500 naira by December 2022, and following the removal of fuel subsidy, it has hovered between 615 naira and 650 naira per litre till date. There has been speculative information about further increase in pump price of petrol, which has been denied by stakeholders. The question is, what are the matters arising from the pump price of fuel? These, among other issues, are what we shall be examining tonight. I am Eucharia Clinton, and this is Nigeria Today. Thanks for joining us. Now, joining me to discuss the rumor of hike in fuel price via Zoom is the Executive Director, Center for Sustainable Mobility and Access Development, CESMAD, Dr. Kayode Okweifa. Good to have you on the program, sir. Now, also with us here in the studio is Yushau Aliu, an economic analyst and also a public affairs analyst. Glad to have you here in the studio once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So I will start with you, Yushau. It does appear that some Nigerians have a knack for spreading rumor that are really uncalled for. Because this rumor of potential increase in the fuel pump price, which the NNPC has said there's no such thing. And even IPMAN, the independent marketers, have said there's no such thing. So tell us, what was your first impression about this rumor?
My first impression with regard to the rumor is not out without our normal trends of behavioral discrepancies, which affected mostly all the sectors of the economy. In the exchange rate, you have speculators. In the rail, you have racketeering, ticket racketeering. And in the oil sector, you have rumor. This rumor is not encouraging at all, because it is assumed the NNPC as an independent organization that is bound with a limited concept of business orientation, whereby it's no longer fixing price. It's just the same with the exchange rate that is floating. So I don't think, if we are in a situation of this nature, where NNPC, either one of the subsidiaries, that is Petroleum Price and Regulatory Agency, has no role in fixing price, because subsidies have been removed automatically, and we are at the mercy of exporters, except if it is from the importers who are importing these products that these rumors are coming based on the exchange rate. But however, even if we have that scenario, it's not friendly for any business community or for any business environment to continue to have distortion in the way people think about their economy. We just need to control this, and we have to put a stop to all these rumors, because the subsidy has been removed. We are paying higher prices, and we're expected to pay lower prices. If there will be no rumor that prices will come down as a result of having Dangote refinery or having Port Harcourt refinery to pump in product into the economy, there shouldn't be any rumor of price increase. Is going to be devastating to our economy.
Yes, I quite agree with you, Yushel, because at this point, Nigerians are really expecting some form of good news, given the fact that we are expecting our refineries to come on board.
Not only that, yes, Mr. President, the fiscal provision this year is a renewed hope. So anytime you are renewing hope for people to participate in business, for people to have confidence in governance, for people to have confidence in NNPC, NNPC should come up instead of adjusting price upward, even if it is from the importer's angle. The price is supposed to be admitted to go down based on certain condition, because the behavior of OPEC market is not responding to our pricing policy at all. You know, when prices jump in the OPEC, our prices continue to jump. But when prices go down from the OPEC quotas and OPEC prices, ours don't go down in any circumstance.
Okay. Now, we're about to go to our Zoom guest, but I'll return to him when the network becomes favorable. Now, still on you. You just talked about how much it is not favorable to our economy for us to have such rumors, but how can we stop these kinds of rumors? Because they're not really good for the health.
All these rumors are coming from those in the industry, because if you cannot bring a rumor where people will begin to enjoy, you say prices will go down next month, people will be happy, the prices will be more stable. But any adjustment in price under rumor margin is changing our price, and it's making the economy unstable. Prices unstable, and that is not encouraging producers. It's not encouraging consumers, and it's not even encouraging the GDP growth rate. Because once you are in a state of fear, based on your limited income, you know the fundamental issue is that if whatever benefit you are driving from the economy, either in terms of entrepreneurs, that is profit, or from the workforce, their regular wages or salaries, if there is no any rumor of probably changing. You know, even this year, Mr. President, on 1st of January, told Nigerians that he is going to adjust their income, but that will not adjust price until it is effective. So also, but in the oil industry, because it has a value chain of multiplier preference, where any change in price changes multiple substitute products, including gas, including even agri output, because prices of transportation changes as a result of rumor. You now begin to see changes in the general efficiency in the economy. And that is why, to control this, the NNPC should have very, very effective channel of communicating to Nigerians regularly. And keeping quiet will not solve the problem, because some are taking advantage. It's like what I told you earlier, what we are experiencing in the exchange rate market. Exchange rates are just determined by speculators. If they just wake up, somebody called that he needs $1 million, either in liquid form, then the entire, because of the power of connectivity, communication connectivity, the prices change, and you just go to the market, you will not see the buyers. But some speculators within have changed the price, and by changing the price, they change the economic atmosphere. By changing economic atmosphere, they created chaos and instability, and that is why up to now, people are not calm. No matter what you try to do to calm Nigerians, they are not, because the right quarter to speak to them is not speaking. I saw it, but I normally ignore it, and I told people until I see change in bomb price, I don't expect. And also, we are always not comfortable with reality. If you hear rumors, you just take your car, but you start moving to filling station to buy 2,000 fuel, and before you check the filling station, it's overcrowded. And when one filling station is overcrowded, the next station will hear that they will now reduce selling from their pump price. They will start selling one. These are some of the attitude that DPR has to come in, because DPR is expected to monitor these industry players who are selling this pump price, because the pump price of PMS is not even stable in Abuja. You go to NNPC, you find 617. You go to other stations, you find 650 to 660. So what is happening? And these are some of the things that are not found in many economies. Less than a kilometer distance, you saw a price of 617, and you now saw the same environment 650. What happened? What is their source? Why? These are the challenging things that the Department of Petroleum Resources, the NNPC as a corporate body, the civil society, and including the key players in this industry. Yeah.
Okay, well now we now have Dr. Kayode Kweifa with us. Dr. Kayode, now tell us, with this rumor, quite a lot has really been happening, but thank God the NNPC were quick to dispel the rumors, and of course even Ipman, they both said there's no such thing. But tell us, what determines the pump price of petrol or fuel generally?
It seems the enactment of the PIA and coincidentally the presidential statement on May 29, which was further reinforced on July 31st and October 1, and just recently January 1st by the president. What determines it is the market situation. When we say market situation, is the cost of crude. Since we are still importing refined product, the cost of crude, the cost of logistics to bring it to Nigeria, the cost of logistics to get it into the depot, and the cost at which it gets to the marketers and
Okay, it's like the network is not really favorable there. When he returns, I think we'll continue. But right now, we'll pause here to take a short break and listen to some Nigerians on this issue of rumor on potential hike in price of fuel. Just stay with us.
I heard the rumor of the fuel increment, but at this point in time, like I'm not the kind of person who would use my mouth to say anything negative. I mean, the country is going through a lot, and I don't believe this is the best time for that to happen, because it is going to spiral into a whole lot of how will I put it? The country is not stable as it is. People are going through a lot, and there's no increment in salaries, minimum wage yet, and they are putting this in the picture. So my take on it is, the government should try and understand what is going on with the citizens of Nigeria and feel their plight.
So I don't think it's the right time for him to increase it, because subsidy is still there.
My whole opinion, I would suggest that the government should not increase the fuel, because the way things are now, things are very difficult for the citizens in Nigeria, and increasing of fuel is a big problem. It will cause a lot of problems.
In my own opinion, even if they increase or they don't increase, Nigeria will still survive, but government shouldn't do it.
I heard the rumor about the increase in the price of fuel, but I heard that the government also refuted it. So since they refuted it, you're okay with it? Well, about the fuel, the hike in fuel price, I trust the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he won't increase it in this time due to the problems associated with the fuel subsidy.
Welcome back. This is still Nigeria Today. We're looking at the rumor, of the hike in fuel price. But I have two gentlemen with me, one via Zoom and of course one here at the studio. You had the reaction of people
Yes.
you show,
Yes.
and of course quite a lot of people are really confident in the government that no such thing will happen. And of course they've come out to say there's no such thing. Do we really need these kinds of rumors, especially at this time? Just like one rightly said, we're already grappling with a lot. Why would some Nigerians, go to the extent of, trying to, cause panic unnecessarily?
UK, nobody outside that industry can separate that kind of rumor. The rumor is from the industry, because the entire Nigerians, nobody will separate this rumor just like that. Do you understand? And for Mr. President, I am happy that most of the citizens you interviewed on the street uploaded the consciousness of Mr. President, because in January 1st, he told Nigerians that he is aware of the pains they are getting from the economy, the heat they are receiving from the economy. But the only thing I will advise Mr. President, talk to NNPC. They should call the operators and warn them, because it is from them. This rumor is separate from those operators in the industry for one reason. They always like abnormal profit.
So it's for their own economic
and to justify it, it's a simple case scenario. You find in the city of Abuja, any filling station that is selling 617, you find a lot of customers there. Those that are selling 660 or 650 to 660 range, they don't have much customers. And these are the same operators that when these rumors start to be on air, they will start selling one pump. And it is not good. And that is why I emphasize on DPR. They should be checking these filling stations to check their supplies, because there is no way you employ. Look, the consequences of selling one pump is that they are making others unemployed, because you have 32 pumps, but you are selling 3. And the entire 29 pumps, there are individuals that are eating from there. So there is need to allow this efficiency to continue to thrive, and also to understand that Nigerians have accepted subsidy removal in good faith, because from the background, from 87 naira to 660, and if you check, even the profit margin that the SMEs are making is declining, and the entire people on wage and salaries, they don't have nothing to survive, because it has been taken away. So the health of the economy depends on the purchasing power of those practitioners, those who goes to market every day to find food, those that goes every day to enter commercial vehicles. Because if that is not, you can see the city of Abuja is dry, because people are enjoying the little privilege they have on New Year holidays and staying at home. And that's why you find many small businesses are not picking up. And this increase in pump price is not friendly, is not good, and Nigerians have a level of tolerance to all these challenges that is coming into the economy, and they are very resilient. Remember, some of our budget title is titled Budget of Resilience. The resilience is not of the budget, but those that are operating within the budget concept.
Indeed. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Okwefa, Mr. Kwefa, now you were also telling us what determines the price of fuel, the pump price of fuel, and also tell us, with the coming on stream of some of our refineries, like there's the revival is on the way. No, how will this help reduce the already high price we have now, the price we have now? How will that help to douse the economic tension and also reduce the price?
Thank you very much. One, let's us first get it right. The price right now cannot be said to be high price. It is the market price. We are now in a deregulated the refinery in Port Harcourt and Dangote and some other modular refineries kicks off producing PMS. What we expect to see is some level of moderation, because crude is sold in dollars at international price. So what we'll be able to moderate is the cost of logistics and then the cost of doing business, the dollar part of the business. Also, there will be free foreign dollars, foreign currency for the Nigerian government to do other things. And by doing that, what that means is that the cost of dollar to Naira will also, the Naira will appreciate a little bit.
Okay, it's like we are having some network issues there. Now back to you, Yushao. He just said it's the market price, the current market price. A lot of us are complaining that it's not really going down well with us. So how can we cope with it? The economic situation, how do we cope with the economic situation?
You see, basically, whether it is a market price or not, the pump price remain the determining price for all our goods that we produce in this economy, because it's a determinant to our transportation, it's a determinant to our SMEs, it's a determinant to our going to offices and markets. Do you understand? So, in my own, of course, it's not good enough to continue to sustain this price. But like what doctor is trying to relate, it's simple. If by the time we reduce import, we will have more liquidity, and that liquidity will ease certain pressure of the exchange rate against Naira. That will help the economy, especially in our import bills. The second aspect is the fact that by the time Dangote 650,000 capacity refinery generating 12,000 megawatt of electricity. If we can have 12,000 megawatt electricity, the entire production of Nigeria is not up to 6,000. So if half of what Dangote produces find itself within market, we have eliminated the bridging cost, we have eliminated the logistic cost, we have eliminated the landing cost. Definitely prices are expected to come down of this PMS, and that is what will give Mr. President more support, more encouragement, and more loyalty from the citizen. Nigerians are watching, and the Nigerians cannot afford to get this PMS above the current market price, because any addition to it is going to be negative to the economy, because any increase in pump price will lead to many people parking their vehicles, and that means reduction in efficiency in our economy. If a single price is top under this market reality, it means that many SMEs will be closing down, and that will add to the number of unemployment in the economy, and it will sound negative to our GDP. These are some of the most multiplier value chain that we must have to be considering.
Well, we are hopeful, because already we've been assured that there will not be there's no intention to increase price. Even the IPMAN, the independent marketer, said so. NNPCL has said that too. So we are very, very hopeful that no such thing will happen. So With that, we'll wrap up today's episode of Nigeria Today. A very big thank you to the Executive Director, Center for Sustainable Mobility and Access Development, CESMAD, Dr. Kayode Okwefa. Thank you very much for your time and your contribution, even though we would have loved to hear more from you.
Yes, sir.
And also, Yusha Oliu, an economic analyst and public affairs analyst. Thank you so much for your time and your contributions. Thank you for being part of the program. Don't forget, Nigeria Today every day at 7:30 p.m. on NTA News 24. You can also watch this and others on www.youtube.com/NTA News 24 Hub. I am Eukaria Clinton. Goodbye.